let's be honest, it's super hard to carry our randoms, but today we're gonna make it 10 times easier. We're analyzing the top 10 brawlers you need to max out, both for ranked and for trophy matches, to pick them and carry your team. At number 10, we have the Breakdancer. Mina is by far the best brawler inside the game right now, but the reason she's not higher up in the list is because we know she'll get nerfed in the next set of balance changes. But we're also waiting for her hypercharge, so if that's strong enough, Mina will stay at S tier. But for now, if you choose to upgrade her, both gadgets are really good, with the shield one being better at more passive modes, and both star powers can be used too. But I like the second one the most, as you can confirm kills much easier. For gears, you can't go wrong with shield and either damage or health. But as I mentioned at the start, Mina is the best brawler right now, so she can literally be played in any mode, but her best ones are probably Brawl and Gem Grab because of her broken super. Overall, Mina is definitely a really solid option both for trophies and for ranked, but keep in mind she'll get banned almost every time in higher elos. Next up at number 9, we have the Voodoo Shop owner. Juju received her hypercharge, and oh boy is it a good one. It's not just the fact that it has some insane buffs, it's also that you need only 2 supers to charge it up. Her best modes are Hot Zone, as there are a lot of maps that have water, and Knockout to play passively using your long range attack from bushes. Now you want to be using her second gadget and switch star powers depending on the opponents you're facing. The second one is better against more aggressive ideas, but feel free to use the first one if you're facing against low DPS comps. For gears, shield and damage are the best, but you can also go with vision in busher maps. Vision is actually really underrated, especially with throwers, because they don't have to waste their ammo trying to predict where the enemy is at inside those bushes. Overall, Juju is a really strong brawler, but in specific situations, so she'll be better in ranked as a last pick or in specific maps combined with something aggressive or something that can help her defend easier. At number 8, we have our favorite Dogo. I predicted that Ruffs will be meta after his projectile speed buff, and what do you know? I was right. The key is to combine him with a brawler that has a broken hypercharge to constantly give him your hypercharged super. For that reason alone, Ruffs can literally be played in any mode. As for his builds, go with the Sandbag gadget if you're facing off against single shot brawlers, and the other one in modes like Brawl where there's a lot of aggression. For star powers, air superiority is by far the better one, but you can also use field promotion and knockout and increase your teammates' max health until the gas closes in. His best gears are against shield and damage, but don't be afraid to switch to vision gear if the map has a lot of bushes, or even gadget cooldown to spam your air support gadget more often. Overall, Ruffs is not that strong, but combine him with a broken hypercharge and he becomes the go-to pick for every map and mode. Definitely worth investing in. And speaking of broken hypercharges, at number 7 we have the Skate Dude. It was obvious from the beginning that all his hyper is gonna be busted, but what wasn't obvious is how cool this skin was gonna be. Anyway, with Ollie you don't have a lot of damage, so you primarily want to use him in more passive modes like Bounty and Knockout, but the upside to using him in modes like Gem Grab or Brawl is that you're gonna get your hypercharge faster, and one of those can turn the game around. Just don't use him in heist, please. If you're facing against assassins, his second gadget is the better one overall, but Regulate can help you escape tough situations or jump over walls after using your super. Always go with his second star power and damage as well as health gears. You don't need anything else. Overall, Ollie is broken, but even if he gets nerfed, I still think that he's gonna be a really good investment because of his unique hypnosis ability. Now this might surprise ya. At number 6 we have the Head of Security. And the legs apparently. RT is a decent brawler since his release just because of how versatile he is. He's a sniper that can also become a mini tank in the blink of an eye. And just because he's super versatile, he can be played in almost any mode, with the best ones being Knockout and Bounty, as they mostly consist of open maps. But the best thing about him is that you can actually change his build depending on your matchups. So if you're facing off off against other snipers, you need the second gadget to finish off kills with his first star power for the mark to last longer. But if the enemy picked something aggressive, you have to switch to the other build to instantly recharge your super when needed with his gadget and take less damage when RT and his legs are split. As for gears, every one of them can be beneficial, with the best ones being health and shield against snipers, damage and gadget cooldown against aggressive brawlers, and speed or vision in bushier maps. Overall, RT is definitely worth maxing out in general, and when some broken brawlers right now receive their nerfs, he will be even more viable. At number 5, we have the Mushroom Dude. I think we've already established that Quartz mushrooms are dangerous. But not just that, he deals an insane amount of damage and he can literally shut down anything aggressive because of his super. And because the meta is filled with aggressive brawlers like Mina, Oli, Draco or Kenji, Cordelius is one of the best picks overall. For his build, his jump gadget enables him to be more aggressive against low HP brawlers like throwers, but don't be afraid to change to his mute one if you're facing against multiple aggressive brawlers. His combo shroom star power is the better one overall, as you can deal 3680 damage with one single attack. That's way too much damage, man. But for gears, I wouldn't switch from damage and shield, but of course you can go with speed if you're playing in bushier maps. Overall, Cordelius is really difficult to deal with, and he has so many good things about him that put him in S tier. Stay away from Cord's mushrooms, kids. At number 4, we have the Rule Bender. Meeple is a cheater, and he uses his super to shoot through walls. But with his new Hypercharge, he enables the ultimate cheat mode 3000, allowing him and his teammates to walk through them too. It's a really strong Hypercharge, as you can get it in only 2 supers, and there will be a lot of cheesy strategies with it. His best modes are Gem Grab and Hot Zone, but I feel like he's gonna be meta again with his new Hypercharge, so you can actually play him in all modes. Except Heist. Now when it comes to his builds, you can use both gadgets, with Mansions of Meeple being the better one overall, but switch to his Rage Quit gadget against aggressive brawlers or to score some easy goals in Brawl Ball or Brawl Hockey. For star powers, I can't seem to find enough value out of the second one, plus the first one charges up your super and hence your Hypercharge even faster if you shoot through walls. So always go with that alongside with the shield and damage gears. But you can also choose Vision in bushier maps or gadget cooldown to spam your dice more often. Overall, Meeple is gonna be a really underrated brawler, but he's definitely worth maxing out. But now we're finally here. These are the top 3 brawlers you need to max out right now. At number 3, we have the Snake Oil Salesman. Byron was one of my favorite brawlers from the moment he was released, but now I actually hate facing against him. And that's because he's a support brawler with really long range, easy to hit shots, and a broken Hypercharge. And that's why he can literally be played in any modes too, even in Heist. But the key to making Byron work is to oftentimes combine him with an aggressive brawler to pressure the enemy easier. His build is simple. Always use his booster shots gadget as well as damage and shield gears. Now Malaise is the better star power overall, and it also shuts down synergies like Doug or Kid with a tank. But if you've built a combo where you need to group up and heal your teammates more, you can always go with Injection. It's not an actual injection, it just turns Byron's attack into a piercing one every 3.5 seconds. Overall, you should definitely max out Byron ASAP and use him in every opportunity you have because he is super solid right now. Plus, another really cool skin from the Subway Surfers collab, right? At number 2, we have Kenji's Ninja Wife. Kaze is really tough to face off against too, and that's because of her invisibility gadget and her supers. I'm actually convinced that a good Kaze player doesn't even have bad matchups. She's so unpredictable, it's crazy. And of course you can use her in any mode as long as you know how to play with her, but her best ones are definitely Bounty and Knockout. Oh, and by the way, stay tuned because I will be releasing a detailed guide with everything you need to know about Kaze soon. But for now, her best build is her Invis gadget as mentioned before, alongside with her second star power. Feel free to change to her first gadget though if the enemy has tankier brawlers and you can't get enough value out of your invisibility. For gears, you can use shield and health in more passive modes, but go with damage against more aggressive brawlers. Overall, Kaze is the queen of versatility right now, and she rightfully earns that ultra legendary title. No one can compete with her 2 forms. But it's time to reveal the number 1 brawler you should max out. Like, after this video ends, just go open Brawl Stars and upgrade him immediately. And number 1, we have the karaoke singer. And oh my god, this is so funny. I uploaded a video like 2 months ago where I called Jaeyoung the Chinese dude. Now at number 4, we have the Chinese man. The amount of people that got rage baited by that clip alone is insane. Jibab 1, Jibab subs 0. Anyway, Jaeyoung is really strong. He might not be the best, especially against aggressive brawlers, but he can literally be played everywhere and combined with everything. It's crazy! If Kaze is the queen of versatility, then you know that Jaeyoung is the king, and together they are cheating on Kenji? We will never know. For his builds, always go with his first gadget and star power. Stay close to your team and use your speed form the most. For gears, go with damage and shield and change to vision in busher maps or gadget cooldown if you're up against aggressive brawlers. Overall, the Chinese dude is super strong and you should definitely max him out ASAP, guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to help me reach my goal of 100k subs eventually, and I hope you'll enjoy this video too.